I'm Jack Bartek alongside LJ Smith here at Asbury Park Stadium in Asbury Park, New Jersey. We had a heck of a first game between BIC and Patterson U. Patterson U came out on top 21-14. Right at the end, it took two defensive stands, but they got the job done. And we got an even better one coming up right now on our 4 o'clock game on Fight. We want to thank you for joining us. And as we have a second here before the throw-off, who do you got?
I'll be honest with you. I know there's bad blood in here. I got Renegades big on this one. Corey Hammond is going to become. Let me tell you something. I've seen, the league has its own internal posts where they could, talk smack or whatever. They've been lighting Corey Hammond up. He is going to be on fire today. I wouldn't be surprised if he scored 6 touchdowns today, Corey Hammond. You're going to see him.
Yeah.
Watch Corey
Hammond. He was also on a weak ankle that he had some time to recover. As Dondre Haynes gets set to throw it off. And we are underway at Asbury Park Stadium. This one's bobbled and picked up inside the 5-yard line. Now trying to make a man miss, and Haynes gets a hand on him. And luckily, a touchdown-saving tackle from Albania at about the 20. And so none of the 3 quarterbacks that we expected to be under center taking the first snap here on 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. This one's going to be handed off right up the gut, and Haynes is there. No gain. Takes him down for a loss.
Expect a big game out of Megatron. Corey Hammond whispered something to his ear. A little whisper. He said, "I want their heads." Right.
And if the Renegades want to win, he is who it starts and ends with. We talk about Corey Hammond, but the guy to make plays is Dondre Haynes. He's been doing it since the Back in Motion tournament last summer, and he's continued to do it this year. When the Renegades have been good, it's because he's been good.
I have not been more psyched to watch a game of Corey Hammond. I've never been so pumped to see a game of Corey Hammond. When I tell you he said I choose violence, he chose violence. And this is the game. This is the game to watch, folks.
So now 2nd and long, ball on the 18. This time a pitch play to the outside. Contacted and taken down again for a loss.
It's a great tackle, man. Jesus Nazareth right there. Great tackle. Great play.
I believe it was Patrick Ross who got the toss to the outside. The Patrick Ross toss.
Now I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment. They had their struggles last week, right? So Renegades got smacked last week, right? But remember, before they played Patterson U, Renegades was putting up points. So I don't know why people would think that this game, why Spanktown is on Renegades level. I expect. Listen,
and the Renegades got quickly flexing their muscles defensively. It's 3rd and 14. The ball's on the 16. Ross in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Rolling out of the pocket. Now looking to do it with his legs, and Haynes trips him up at the legs. He had the first contact, and he's letting him hear about it.
Look how small he is compared to Megatron.
A quick stop for the Renegades in the first possession.
This is going to get ugly. Now Corey Hammond is going to be taking his first possession. I'm telling you right now.
Haynes with a nice stop right there, and that East Orange defense, just dominant in the first possession. It's not a good start for Spanktown, I'll tell you that much.
I'll tell you guys, if you ever see a superhero, you watch these movies of superheroes, the superheroes got these powers and they beat up people, and just imagine when they're mad and angry and someone gets kidnapped or something, they come for blood. This is what Corey Hammond is all about. This is the first game he's had all year that's personal against him.
Hammond has a running back in the backfield, hands it off right up the gut, and that'll be a gain of about 4 on 1st down.
Nice play call. Now think about it too. Spanktown, I don't trust their offense, but their defense is solid. Their defense can make plays, and they got speed all over. The field. Renegades is gonna have to choose their plays wisely.
So you see Corey Hammond leading the troops right there, It'll be 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 44. Looking to get this offense going in their first drive. He's got Mo Francis to his right in the backfield. Looking to throw, and that one's just out of the reach. I believe that was Stewart, the intended receiver. And you see the way the A7FL is evolving football. Well, that's the way that Biohemp Plus is evolving recovery. With their special CBD formula, Biohemp Plus has a unique recovery formula built for you and your pet. For free shipping and 20% off your first order, head to biohempplus.com and use the promo code A7FL. Again, that's biohempplus.com, promo code A7FL.
You know what's crazy? At my job as an employee, I get 10%. At my job, right? My employee discount's 10%.
And don't be selfish. It's not just for you; it's for your pet too.
That's what I'm saying. If I go get pet food for my dog right now, I get 10% as an employee for my company. They give him 20%. That's a win-win.
Need that. 3rd and 6 now for the Renegades. Hammond drops back, looking to throw. Quick little out and a nice catch by Stewart on the sideline. And we'll see the spot on the forward progress. It's enough to move the chains, and Stewart shows off the muscles.
So I was talking to Ken Stewart earlier. Ken Stewart is one of those young and upcoming players. He was telling me before a lot of players are trying to recruit him to get out of Renegade. He said, listen, I'm a Renegade. He said, I'm a Renegade for life.
Wow.
Yeah, Renegade for life.
He's been really good for him so far to start
Absolutely.
the season. You could see youth in him time to time.
Well, when you got a quarterback, life is better.
Exactly.
The water tastes better. The food's better. The air is fresher. When you got a quarterback. But you don't got a quarterback, you're looking for ways to leave.
And there's not many quarterbacks in the league that can sling it the way that Hammond.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
1st and 10, ball on the 36. Hammond, a quick screen, over to Stewart, makes 2 men miss, and he squeezes through some tacklers, still got the legs churning, gets it out to about the 29. A nice pickup on 1st down.
Yeah, so Ken Stewart, again, one of the up and coming stars in this league. The connection between him and Hammond, classic. Like I said, he loves it there, loves playing for Renegades. And look at just Hammond, just calling nice plays, keeping that Spanktown defense honest. Everything's just not gonna be a 2-3 step drop and just the run slants and comeback routes.
Impressive movement of the ball from the Renegades early on. You won't see him go for broke many times, going deep downfield, but they can stretch out drives. And they've done so far. As Hammond fakes the handoff. No, he hands it off. This time to Pettiot, and Pettiot gets the corner for the 1st down.
So nice play again. Nice play call by Spanktown. And you know what? It is very hard to stop this Renegade offense, and you're doing jet sweeps and.
Yeah, it's more of a surgical attack.
Right.
They're going to beat you down in the places where you're not expecting it.
Because I mean, if you think about it, that's typically his offense is Corey Hammond runs an offense where he's dropping back, 2 to 3 slant, comeback route, 3 to 5, looking for that post.
It's the one thing he says all the time when he's on the broadcast is if you want it, that 3 to 5 yard slant will be there every time in the A7FL because not a lot of guys have the foot speed to play press coverage. Mm-hmm. 1st and 10. Fakes the jet sweep. This time throwing. It's Megatron. It's through the hands.
Megatron.
You need some push-ups on that one. Right?
I don't care. Listen, Decepticon, Autobot, I don't care who you are. You got to knock them push-ups out, young man. I need my 25. Matter of fact, you going to do my push-ups? All right, I'm going to have to holler at him after the game. I need my 25, sir. Hey, folks, make sure you check out on social media because he will be knocking out my 25, and that picture will be posted on A7FL. He's going to knock out my 25. I need those, sir. I'm not playing.
So that'll bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. Haynes with the drop. It might have only gone for 6 or 7, but still, you like to get all the gains you can.
My man, that's Megatron. He doesn't drop footballs.
See if Hammond can make up for it here on 2nd down. And let me tell you, it is hot right now. I know a little bit off topic, but especially down there on the turf.
Oh, yeah, it's hot.
It's got to be hard to play. And this time, handed off, it's Big Mo. Big Mo working to the outside, spinning his tacklers. He's dragging him downfield, and he got it to about the 21-yard line. A strong run from Big Mo Francis.
I'm trying to think who had the biggest from today so far. We're gonna have to look at it, see who's been carrying the most people, him or D-Train or Ice Control. Look, like he literally carried. Look, he literally jumped on his back. Look, he's carried him. He literally carried him for 10 yards. Look,
there's some strong runners in this league, man.
Yeah. He jumped on his back. You talking about what? You're 180 pounds, 175 pounds. He just carrying him. Hey, come on, young man. Come walk with me this. Come run with me this way. Come on the side of the field.
Big Mo on the sideline. Wouldn't want to step in front of him.
I mean, D-Train's stomach though. You should. You ain't gotta pay me. I'm not doing it.
3rd and 7 now. Ball on the 22-yard line.
What? Look at that top of that screen. I bet you. Watch the top of your screen, folks. Something's happening up here with Corey Hammond.
Hammond, pump fake, steps up in the pocket. Pressure's coming, and he's going to have to eat it and take the sack.
Good defense by Spanktown.
And with the ball inside the 30-yard line, safe to assume this will be 4-down territory. No field goal to be kicked, of course. There's no kicking in the A7FL.
Great defense by Spanktown because Corey Hammond called a max protect on that. He had the 2 offensive linemen and a tight end that stayed home for him.
And you were looking for something at the top of the screen, but nothing could even develop that long.
Well,
They got in the backfield quickly. So
that's how he got sacked.
Very well done by Spanktown, and they got a chance to hold the Renegades right here after what seemed like all the momentum shifting to East Orange.
Yeah.
There's Hammond. Big 4th and 10. 5.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter, looking to set the tone. Ball on the 26. Hammond drops back. Oh, the pass batted down at the line of scrimmage, incomplete, and the Renegades will take over. The Sultan of SWAT right there.
Huge stop for Spanktown. That is a backbreaker already. They had opportunity after opportunity, and they cannot convert on that one, keeping Spanktown in this game.
Hammond just 2 of 5 for 14 yards on the first drive, and that was Sultan Abdulaziz knocking that pass down.
Oh, you got his name correct. Hey.
Right at the original line of scrimmage. And a big stop there for Spanktown. They needed that one after the early shutdown offensively.
Yeah, so again, the games always, it doesn't matter how you start a game, it matters how you finish a game. So Spanktown now got the ball, score still 0-0.
And so Spanktown will take over once again. 1st and 10 from the 26, looking for some better results than their first drive. This one handed off, breaking loose, and a nice one-on-one tackle by Rondo. Saved a massive gain. I believe that might be, that's Darius Pearson on the run. He did a nice job shifting into the hole.
Cousin of Marcel Chapman there, coming out there making plays. Pearson known for as they say in that rock, toting that rock, getting those first downs. So
yeah, they got a bunch of playmakers on this Spanktown offense, no question about that. And ticking right around 4 minutes to play in the first quarter, looking to make something happen here.
And let's see this new quarterback on the center. I want to have to give him a name. I think he's about what? What do you think he's about? 4'11", that guy? He's a small fella.
Got some speed, though. You could see it already. Second down, hands off once again to Pearson, and he breaks this one loose. He's got the first down and more, out past the 45, and he is fired up.
He said, I'm back. He said he's back. He's been out the last couple of games. He's trying to let him know. Give me some blocking. He's a great runner. Great vision. Look at that. Just using his blockers. Reading those holes. Great. Just a great run by Pearson there.
And so the 1st and 10 will take place at the 46.
And looks like Marcel Chapman just showed up here. My man El Chapo. Let's see what he's going to do. Number 0. Try to switch his number up. Want to know if the fans can recognize him. I see you, El Chapo. I see you.
They break the huddle. Running back to his right. A packed backfield right now.
They're definitely, let me tell you something. If they're not running left, I don't know what they're doing.
And this one handed off. Bouncing to the outside.
What did I tell you?
They just continue to pound it on the ground.
If they're not running left, I don't know what they're doing.
They're taking a lot of hits, and they got to protect themselves. A good way to do that is with Zoom Bang. World-class protective gear brought to you by Beast Mode and the one and only Marshawn Lynch. Zoom Bang and its unique polymer technology not only protects athletes, but also military and medical professionals so they can do what they do with confidence. If you want more information on that, zoombang.com. Again, that's zoombang.com. 2nd and 6 here. Another handoff to the top side. And a nice tackle, but should be enough for the first down.
So, like I said, this game, they're taking this game personal. See that right there? See what they're doing right there? That energy that I'm talking about? See that energy that I was telling about? That's the energy of the league that you can't get nowhere else. Anywhere else, you see flags up. Oh, no, you can't touch him. You can't say this. You can't. No. They're out there. Listen, they're grown men out there. Let them play wrestling. Let them play. Let them play football. That's why I love. Again, it doesn't matter if I'm commentating. It don't matter. That's why I love the league. Because when I played and if I did something, I want to let my opponent know. Get out my face. Touchdown. That's like I said. It's you can't get this. You can't get this nowhere else.
So that'll bring up a third and very short. Third and about 1. I thought he had enough for the first down, reaching as he went out of bounds, but I guess they said he hit out of bounds beforehand. So 3rd and 1 from the 45.
Right to the left. Oh, good.
And this is going to be a QB draw, and
None of that.
Smashed
None
out
of that.
behind the line.
None of that. So he did the same thing. He was trying to see. He had that fullback to the left, which Anthony Richardson. They went 2 plays right here to the left, the power to the left. He tried to do a little keeper, go to the right, but the D-end stayed home, and he said, none of that, little man.
Trey Baskerville, he wears Mr. Do Everything on his back.
They flex on him. Look, he flexed on him, too. He said, listen, you're too small, son.
Disrespectful with the celebration, and that is a worst-case scenario there for Spanktown because what would have been a 4th and 1 now turns into a 4th and 6.
I got to give the little guy some games. I got to give him a name. I got to give that little guy a nickname. Let me see here.
So let's see. They're going for it here. A bold move as we come to a close here in the first quarter. 30 seconds to play. This might be the last play of the first quarter.
All right, I got it. Fun Size. It's my man Fun Size. That's his new name right there. Fun Size. Yeah, that's his name right there.
And he goes out to have a word with Devin Kennedy. So check out the top of your screen. Press coverage up top.
Got to make a play.
Rondo looks like he'll be there in safety help, but Fun Size back to throw, working towards the outside. Flag's flying. He has enough for the first down, but we'll wait to see what the flag is.
If it's a holding, let's see if it's a holding.
You have to imagine it's going to be defensive holding.
Yeah.
There's a lot of yelling out there.
Defensive holding, you mean offensive holding.
There's a lot of yelling. It came out in the secondary, so I don't think it had anything to do with the run.
Okay, so if it's in the secondary, then it's defensive holding.
It looked like it had something to do with Kennedy, and it might have been Ron Brown back there. And so it's J.D. Kennedy at quarterback for Spanktown. One of many that have assumed the role so far for him this year. He's got Darius Pearson to his right, hands it off, and he is having himself a day, keeping the legs moving, pushing the pile, and it'll finally stop at the 31-yard line, but Spanktown bullying up front right now.
So Fun Size, give him a nice little inside handoff over here to Pearson, and again, my man, the hype. You know, he is all the hype. He's one of those backs that just keep those legs moving.
And they'll actually call him down by, I believe, forward progress a little bit earlier than we expected. They'll mark him at the 32, and it'll be 2nd and about 3. A minute already off the clock here in this second quarter. This one moving at a quick pace. Kennedy has Pearson to his right. Hands it off once more, and again, Pearson breaks it off for another nice run, and that'll be enough for the first down.
Yeah, so you gotta get a heavy dose of Pearson all game. That's one thing you expect. He's been out the last couple of weeks. He's back. He's energized. He's always doing that talking. So you can just see every time he carries that football, he got that. He got something to say about it. So you gotta expect to get a heavy dose of him this game.
So that first down will bring them all the way to the 25-yard line, and Spanktown finding some offensive rhythm after an abysmal first drive to start the game.
So let's take a look here. Joker checks in at tight end. Actually, and that's your man Fun Size right there. There's going to be another inside handoff. Oh, some hard running.
Breaks free out of the tackle and
Hey!
finally taken down at about the 12-yard line.
Man, I thought the one guy, that's my man right there. Oh, I got to get his name too.
A really nice job. I think that's Reggie Blocker.
He dropped his shoulders in there to get in that hole.
Making something out of nothing. 1st and 10 from the 12. Kennedy hands off to Blocker. Blocker up the middle.
22.
And the Renegades were ready for that one. And it was Haynes with the first contact, I believe.
They got their earpiece. They connected to our commentary. They said, LJ says he's about to get the ball. Let's pinch that D-line. Good play call by Renegades defense. And look, they stacking that box. Renegades, everyone's stacking that box.
Kennedy hands off to blocker. Reverses field. Breaks one tackle. Jukes back, and he runs into a wall at the 10-yard line. But a nice job picking up something when it looked like he might have been taken down for a loss.
He did that little comeback. He did that cutback route. See if he gets some separation there.
Only got about 2, but he did good just to get that, and it makes it 3rd and 8 now from the 10.
That's one of the greatest things about this league. If you're a fan of whatever team you're a fan of, you know for a fact, in order for your team, if it's zip and it's 4th quarter and it's 2 minutes left, your team will not, and they're in the red zone, your team will not lose this game unless they give up a touchdown. There's no kicking. No guy, no one's gonna come over there and kick a 60-yarder who's been on the sideline stretching and just relaxing and gonna kick a 60-yarder for the win. So you gotta get that end zone. It's mano versus mano.
3rd and 8. Kennedy has Darius Pearson to his right. He's looking to throw this time. Now maybe looking to scramble. He's gonna be taken down. No, he gets the pass off to
how
Pearson.
did he get that off?
And a huge tackle by Megatron right at the line of scrimmage. That could have been very dangerous. It was a great job by Kennedy to get the pass off, but Megatron makes the big play. What else is new for the Renegades?
Renegades, Megatron makes plays. It doesn't matter if it's offense, defense. He makes plays all over the field.
That was the first pass all game for Spanktown, the first completion all game. And it was probably a lucky one at that. And a nice job by the Renegades to contain it. It makes it 4th and 10 from the 12.
I'll be honest with you. If I'm Renegades, right? So if I'm the Renegades defense and I'm on that sideline, I would want this quarterback who's young and new to the league. I would want his arm to beat us. We have not seen his arm complete a pass yet, right? So, with the exception of that one that just broke down. But we haven't seen him complete a pass yet. So if I'm the Renegades, I want him to beat us. Don't let Joker. Don't do no breakdown. Don't look at this. Why would you bump and run these guys? Joker's gonna be wide open.
And now Kennedy's alone in the backfield. Takes the snap, looking to roll out right. Nowhere to go with it, and the Renegades get the big stop.
Good defense by the Renegades.
1st and 10 from the 11.
There go your man right there with the energy. Is it Energy Eddie down there?
Hammond fakes the handoff. Now tosses. Big Mo on the outside. Not going to get much.
No.
Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Rule 1, folks. Rule 1. On any level, you don't toss it to power backs with 76 speed. No. Not. You don't do that. You toss it to speed backs, because once he got that football, he really couldn't get away. He couldn't get those guys. The bigger backs, you want to give them on dives, maybe a power, maybe an inside zone. But once you start tossing it, putting it beyond the line of scrimmage, that play was doomed from the beginning.
And you see it as we move closer and closer to the playoffs. You kind of cut away the extra fat, and this is the best of the best playing against each other. We saw it in Game 1, and now here in Game 2, it's much of the same with these two really solid teams facing off. Now has the slant. It's caught by Stewart for a 1st down, and maybe that is the one that Corey Hammond needed to get this Renegades offense going.
Stewart and Hammond is starting to get like that 1-2 connection. He's building a relationship. Not the best ball thrown, but got him right to the numbers, so gets there.
1st and 10. Hammond hands it off. Francis on the outside.
Good play call.
A lot of room.
Hey!
A big stiff arm at about the 40, and lucky to get him out of bounds there. Big Mo Francis with a nice 1st down gain.
I mean, he threw him. I mean, we got to look at this replay because he's running hard, and here comes the defender. I can make the play. No, you cannot.
And now we see Hammond talking to Stewart for a second. Maybe a little adjustment at the line of scrimmage. Hammond dropping back. Pressure in his face. Floats it up. Incomplete on the sideline. He was getting up in their face.
That's the guy you want on your team, right? I don't matter. You win or lose. You want my man Energy Tony.
2nd and 10. Hammond hands it off right up the middle. Nowhere to go. And these defenses just continue to shine under 5 minutes to play. A big 3rd and 11.
They said we appreciate you guys, what you guys do in the booth when it's 118 degrees out there in the booth.
Ball on the 40-yard line at the 4-minute mark, and now a penalty marker flies, and it'll be a false start. And they're going to give him a reset. Obviously, you get one of those per game.
Now, look at that. Anytime Megatron goes from the 3-point stance to the 2-point stance, he's about to get that rock. Look at that mismatch. What I tell you, folks. What I tell you.
Megatron over the middle reels it in, and that'll make the fourth down a bit more manageable. We have a score from Tampa where the Tampa A team beat the Tampa Nightcrawlers in overtime 48-42. I'm sure that was a heck of a game. And I'll definitely be refreshing my feed, looking for that A7FL on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, wherever it may be. I want to see those highlights.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be a lot of goodies there. Cannot wait.
A nice job by Megatron right there to reel it in and pick up about 6. And it makes it 4th and 6 from the 46.
So let's see if my man, the Iceman.
Hammond looking to throw. Pump fakes.
Good
now
pump.
Looking deep. Has Stewart.
Oh, had him.
Out of his reach on 4th down.
Live by the deep ball, die by the deep ball.
Oh, Spanktown gets it back, and that is a huge difference right there. It's Kennedy hands this one off to Pearson. Pearson up the middle, barreling down the gut. A gain of about 7. He's been really good today for the Spanktown offense.
Spanktown's offense and their success have been on the backs of Marcel Chapman and Pearson. My man, Hype.
Believe the hype. It's going to be 2nd and 2 inside the 40. This one handed off
Oh.
again to Pearson. He breaks another big run inside the 30.
He's toting that thing right there.
Going to get to about the 27. And
I told
he shows him the first down.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. This is the greatest thing about it. Look, he's running. He's reading them holes. He's reading them holes. He's hitting it, and he's letting you know first down.
And you got to give credit to Spanktown up front, just clearing holes for Pearson. All he's got to do is follow the path. 1st and 10 from the 27.
Let me guess. Another run to the left. Of course.
This one goes to Pearson.
Of
He gets
course.
the edge, trying to break loose, and he gets it to about the 21 before being shoved out of bounds.
When is Renegades going to realize that they keep running behind Ant Live? They're running back every time. They're running back to the opposite side, and they're running inside zone right there. He bounces out. When is Renegades going to realize that that's all they're running? Same thing, Chapman. You know, he runs that rock too.
Kennedy snaps
Well, I tell
hands
you,
off to Chapman.
that left side again.
Outside, and he's dragged out of bounds. See where they spot it. Should be short of the first down.
Still a game, right?
Yeah. It's about a 3 or 4 yard gain, and that'll put him just short. Looks like 3rd and 1.
So if you're used to old school football, those old school football coaches that say I run 3 plays, trap left, trap right, and a dive right, right? Them old school footballers, you know, old school football coaches that have that. That's all I run. We run it with like Novocaine. They're gonna keep running. We're gonna keep running until it don't work. That's what they're doing right now. They've done this play 4 or 5 times in a row. They're running behind number 7 Ant Live, right? They're running right behind his numbers. They've done this the whole game.
If it ain't broke.
Let's see if they do it again. We're gonna see right now.
3rd and 1.
Of
This
course.
time, handed off to Chapman.
What's
It
the-
looked like they caught the Renegades sleeping, but regardless, it's a first down.
Hey, folks, don't forget about that old school coach. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like Novocaine. I'm going to keep running it to the left side. Doesn't matter. Don't do it,
2nd
young
and 8.
man.
Ball on the 11.
don't do it,
Kennedy
young man.
has Pearson to his right, hands off once again.
There you
Following Ant Live, trying to cut it back up the middle. He does. Picks up about 2, but it'll be taken down for a gain of about only 2 or 3. Brings up a 3rd and decently long in this short yardage situation.
So now here comes the question. Do you run that play again for the 10th time in a row?
Oh, well, what's the other option? You know, you throw the ball. The one time you threw the ball,
No.
it was like saying
He's
3
not.
Hail Marys to
He's
get
not.
it out.
The quarterback is not he is not he's still, like I said, he's still new to the league. I want to say that he's not equipped yet. He's still new to the league, and just to come out here and just think that you could drop back for 5 yards and pick off a Renegades defense like that, I don't think he's going to have any success doing that.
So now a huge 3rd down for both the Spanktown offense and the Renegades defense. 26 seconds to play, and this possession may very well take us to the end of the first half. Spanktown trying to break the 0-0 tie. If you're just joining us, Jack Bartek alongside LJ Smith here
Yes,
in
sir.
Asbury Park. Our second fight game of the week.
But keep it to the right. Quarterback keeper. Nope.
And this one handed off to Pearson. Pitches it back.
Oh.
Kennedy looking for some room, and he's taken down.
Anytime there's a broken down play, for some reason, Megatron sniffs it out. He's always there.
Yeah. He's just got really good football instincts. This was a nice play by Pearson to pitch it back to Kennedy. I don't think Kennedy was expecting it so quickly, and he had to process for a second. Megatron was able to get over there. And so now it's going to be 4th down. The ball is marked on the 7. They only need to get to the 4 for a first down. Here we go. A big 4th down for Spanktown. They talked it over. We'll see what they go with. Kennedy is alone in the backfield. They have Pearson lined up out a receiver. We'll see if they actually throw the ball. Kennedy drops back. Pressure's coming. Baskerville in his face. Now he's looking to run. Floats it up. Caught for a touchdown.
Too little. He is too little. And he did that last week, too. I believe he did that last week.
Maybe a little bit of luck involved, finding the open man.
A little bit? He closed his eyes and said, "Dear mama, please."
Wow.
He's too little.
He said he's a little boy.
Young boy, young child.
And so you need more data to catch all of the A7FL action just like that. With Cricket Wireless, you can get 4 lines of unlimited data for just $100. Learn more about that at cricketwireless.com. Cricket Wireless, more free, more fun.
Sometimes you want to take a water break, and he wakes you up on this 3-on-1 throw-off right here with the young one.
As we see the return, a big hit right there. Taken down inside the 50. So the runoff results in some good field position for the Renegades to start the second half.
He just went straight at him. He said, "You know what? I ain't going to try to break a move. I choose violence." Watch.
Yeah, he did that last game
out against
Patterson U, and he got laid off behind. So interesting to see him go with the same strategy here.
Folks. This guy, Matt Rhymes, funny guy. He picked BIC, of course. He picked BIC in the U.
He said BIC in the U in the championship game.
He took the easy way out. Come on! Give me a little challenge, will you?
Hammond hands this one off to Ken Stewart on the end around. He gets it near the 50-yard line. A pretty solid gain on the 1st and long. Got to chip away in this situation. And actually, that was Pettiot, I believe. That was not Ken Stewart. That was Pettiot.
So the key to this league is not anytime you have 1st and long, 1st and 15, you don't need to necessarily air it out. You could just play your game. Run the football. Now look, now they got a second down here. Now Corey Hammond's got to be able to see if he can, who's been actually been a no-show first half? Your boy Albana.
Yeah, he only had that one intended pass.
He's been on clamps all game.
And even Megatron on the offensive side of the ball has been really quiet. It's been the Ken Stewart show with a little bit of Pettiot sprinkled in. And Mo Francis.
Let's take a look here. Corey Hammond.
Hammond looking to throw pressure, stepping up, looking deep down the field, just out of the reach of Pettiot. A big miss right there. And if Hammond puts that one on the money, that's probably 6 points. So here we go, a long 3rd at about 15 from the 49-yard line. Hammond way back in the shotgun, got 3 receivers out wide. Stepping up in the pocket, a little pitch play. Stewart got to get some yards for the first. He should have enough for it out near the 35-yard line. They go with the Boise State hook and ladder play, and it works to perfection.
And let's see.
And now a penalty flag in the backfield. Take another look at this one. They might call it roughing the passer. Great play call there from Hammond, though.
Let me tell you something. If that's a roughing and passer, that's a huge play by the for the Renegades here. And let's see here.
And Hammond running out of time here. He's got to pick it up here in the second half.
Yeah,
that Renegades offense was way too quiet in the first half.
He's had a very, very cold, miserable first half. But let's see if he
not cold back. Like Iceman cold either. Hammond hands off to Francis. Great defense by Spanktown. They're right there. And that's going to be a loss of about 4. Spanktown stacking the box. Stewart in motion. Fakes the handoff.
He's wide
looking
open.
To throw. Has him in the corner. Stewart. Did he get the toes in? He's in for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Renegades. He was wide open. That footwork.
Beautiful concentration by Stewart to get the feet in.
Look how disrespectful
He
it is.
hands the ball to the defender, and Hammond gets the Renegades on the board. Take another look at this. A beauty. Did he get him in?
One.
Oh! Albania bounces out wide along with Petio. No, Baskerville. Floats it up to Baskerville. Off the fingertips out of bounds. There's probably a little bit of an offensive pass
even with that little
interference
push
anyway.
off, even with that little bit of push off, Baskerville couldn't come down with that. He needed that 22 tap catch.
Spanktown looking for that offensive pass interference call, but regardless, they evade the bullet. So now the Renegades set to throw it away. And this Spanktown offense getting ready to take the field once again. They seemed like they found a bit of a rhythm at the end of that first half, looking to carry it over with 10.5 to go in the third quarter. This one thrown on the sideline, bouncing out of bounds. I don't really understand that because now it's going to be a runoff for Tyshawn Robinson.
Why would he do that?
But whatever the case may be, Tyshawn Robinson is going to start with the ball on the 30-yard line.
And here we go. And again, if you're just tuning in, folks, this is Spanktown in the red, and Renegades in Spanktown in the red. Oh, good tackle. That's my man Jesus of Nazareth. Great tackle. Spanktown in the red, and the Renegades in the white and black. I'm LJ Smith alongside here with my main man Jack Bartek.
Classic win or go home.
Win or go home. You got to think about it. All the sacrifice you made, all the pain for nothing.
This one handed off to the outside. A flag comes flying in from way behind. DJ Kennedy.
So look at that formation right there, Jack Bartek. I want you to be LJ Nostradamus right now. What do you think is happening right now?
It's going to be a run play. It's
Right,
going to be a
run play to what
handoff
side?
to Flowers or a read option.
To the left.
at
No,
least.
they're not doing a read option. It's a run to the left. Come on, man. You know the read option. Right there to the left. There you go, sir.
And Flowers right up the gut. A pretty nice gain, all things considered. Gets him back to what will probably be about a 2nd and 12.
Yeah, they're not doing no read options. The read options only work. Read options only work if the defensive ends are not shading the if they're not shading the outside shoulder, if they're coming inside that B gap, if they're not staying home. They tried it one time. They tried to do that option or the QB keeper, and it was unsuccessful. Huge loss. So don't expect him to keep that football.
So now it's actually going to be 3rd and 12. Now they flip it around, 2nd and 12. They had it wrong on the field for a second there. Actually, second and about 13. So a little bit of a ways to go now for Spanktown. Kennedy snaps it, hands off to Flowers again.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
And he gets it about to the original line of scrimmage, so it'll make it 3rd and 10.
So 3rd and 10. I mean, listen, this is the thing. You can run. There's 4 downs, right? You can keep running those. You can keep running those same plays and getting 2-3 yards a catch. I mean, 2-3 yards here and there. But first down 2, 4, 6, 8. I mean, listen, it's going to be 4th down. You're going to have to figure something out because it's 3rd and 10 right now.
Under 8.5 minutes to go now in the 3rd quarter. And we'll see what Spanktown decides to do on a very long 3rd down. Is this 4-down territory?
In a defensive war like this, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, but after you just watched the Renegades march down the field, then again, it was a lot of your own doing with 2 big penalties. So a lot to take into consideration, but we'll see if the Renegades could even get the stop right here on 3rd and 10.
If I'm Renegades, I want this guy to pass the ball. He needs to throw. He needs to show that his arm could throw more than 3 yards.
Well, he's alone in the backfield, ball on the 45, looking to do it with his legs, but he's being spied by Rondo. Gets the pass complete.
We got the birders there.
And it'll go for a 1st down.
That's the 1st down. My man Ant Live out there getting plays. I saw him with the little minivan earlier. He got 10 kids. He brought the whole kid. He came out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 kids came out. I said, man, who are all these kids? It's my kids, man. What you talking about? Got his family outside on the sideline right now watching him make plays.
Only the 2nd completion of the game for Spanktown, and it comes at a big time as they pick up the 1st down. And if you're enjoying what you're seeing in this game or the one before, you picked out a team that you like, you want to represent them, you want to represent your team and your town, you can do that by heading to a7fl.com/gear. Again, that's a7fl.com/gear. the official A7FL merchandise store presented by Squad Locker. A lot of really nice stuff on there. I would urge you to check it out. I can't wait for the paycheck to cash. I'll be spending some on there.
Now we get the 20% discount on the other on the other one, right? You think we get the 20% discount on the merch? I don't know. We'll see.
The 1st and 10. Kennedy looking to throw. Still now trying to do his legs, and a really nice play by Baskerville. Mr. Do-It-All continuing to come up big on the defensive side of the football for the Renegades.
Renegades starting to realize the same thing LG's been preaching about. He has yet to even attempt that one pass.
Surprised to see after the completion. Really surprised to see him drop back again. And maybe Darius Pearson, who had a huge first half running the football out of wide receiver, we haven't seen him take a carry yet in the second half.
And Marcel Chapman at the top of your screen here.
Kennedy snaps it, pressure coming, trying to break down Baskerville, now getting out to the outside, looking for some room, turning back the other side of the field, trying to do something with his legs, and he has a nice gain to about the 25, but it'll put him about a yard short of the first down. Finally, we see Pearson back in the backfield to the right of Kennedy, and I would be very confident in saying this is going to be a handoff to Pearson. There he goes, right up the middle, and he falls forward for the first down.
That's some hard watching. I guarantee you talk some trash. Look at the trash talking. I tell you about him. Tell you about my man. He's hyped. He let everybody know.
I mean, he was first hit maybe 2 yards behind the first down marker, and he just kept those legs moving.
Guys keep forgetting
about that. More than enough for the first down.
You keep forgetting my man, hype man, right there. He got energy and he runs hard.
That's why I was so surprised it took him so long to get him the ball on the ground. And now finally they're starting to work him back into the rotation that was so successful in the first half.
He's going to do something. Is no hype is back there? Let's see. Of course.
Kenny hands off. Pearson bouncing outside.
Hard running, good blocking, hard running.
A nice job, though, by the Renegades bottling him up. He tried to break free and got out of one tackle before he was met by a horde of Renegades defenders. But still making life difficult for the Renegades defense.
Renegades going to have to eventually start slanting towards the strong side.
So that'll make it 2nd and 8. Look at that Renegades defense. Really tired. You can see him.
Of course. That time of possession is killing them. That son, you're out there. You got to think the time of possession is killing them. They're out there just running, getting 2-3 yards a pop. You can't get a stop.
Ball on the 18. Kennedy this time with blocker to his right. Not a blocker, Reggie blocker.
Watch that counter to the left. I smell a counter.
Kennedy taking his time, milking this clock down. Snaps it, hands it off to blocker, and he's taken down in the backfield by Baskerville, and his big day continues on this side of the football.
I had a feeling, I don't know why, he was going to get the football again.
Baskerville has been in the backfield all day long.
Now, this is one of the situations. Spanktown's success, right? Spanktown has won more games with Marcel Chapman at quarterback than anyone between these two teams. He's actually Marcel Chapman has won more games with Spanktown than any other quarterback with Spanktown. But Marcel Chapman is on the sideline.
Even if it's not Chapman, I just don't understand the thought process behind Kennedy, who not only is he not really posing any threat with his arm, they've only completed 2 passes all day. Three, including the touchdown.
Right.
Which,
by default,
2 of them were short screens, and 2 of them were very lucky.
Well, don't forget the one, exactly, when he closed his eyes and said, Mama, please.
And even with his legs, he hasn't been doing much running, or at least impressive running today.
Listen, but then he's keeping him in the game, 6'6", right?
3rd and long, 3rd and 13. This time a toss.
Now they
Chapman's looking to throw.
Good pass. Good pass. Kennedy. Good pass. See, that's you want to know who got the best arm on the team? I keep telling you, folks, about that man El Chapo. Good pass.
And he's taken down short of the goal line, so it'll be 1st and goal. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 4-yard line. And finally, they use Chapman's arm. And a broken coverage for the Renegades hurts them.
Everyone in their mama knew that once he tossed it to El Chapman on 3rd.
The throw's coming, and you could see just but he literally ran a route right off of it.
This is like basic football 1-on-1. It doesn't take LJ to tell you that was going to be a toss pass. This is do or die right here. Win
15 minutes to decide who's got a chance still in this New Jersey Division playoff coming up next week.
Like So why look at this? See,
Kennedy,
exactly.
hands off to Chapman. Chapman trying to reverse
He
field.
can throw it.
He's being chased, and he's dragged down at the 15. A huge loss for Chapman. And you see a little bit of discussion between him and his teammates. He's upset, but...
He's upset. Let me tell you why he's upset, because he tried to be a hero and tried to do a cutback.
Yeah.
That's why.
You gotta cut your losses there.
That's why he tried.
Now you only hurt yourself, and it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 15. So life just gets that much harder for Spanktown and the Renegades, who already had 2 red zone stops today, looking for another huge one to start the 4th.
Yeah, sometimes, everybody can be. A lot of people look at the highlights of Barry Sanders and they say, "Oh, the cutbacks. He goes back 30 yards to get 20 yards, whatever." But a lot of people don't realize that Barry Sanders also he led the league in loss of yards as well. A lot of times. So sometimes, being a hero and trying to cut back like that is not what's needed, especially when you're in a red zone. 2nd down, you're in a red zone. Sometimes you don't need all that.
2nd and goal from the 15. Man, that Renegades defense just looking worn out, even after the quarter break.
It's hot out there.
They've been on the field for a while.
Yeah, man. It's hot out there, and then you got to realize, too, the sun is soaking up on them. Even when they're off the bench, they're still getting hot.
Laying it all out on this Asbury Park turf. Kennedy alone in the backfield. Has Chapman at the top of his screen in motion. Dropping back. Not a lot of pressure. Now it's coming. Trying to evade it. Floats one out towards the sideline. Incomplete. And it's going to make it a long 3rd and goal from the 15.
Listen.
Give him max protect and give him a shot.
But if he's running the football, but this is the thing. If you run him if he's running the football.
He's been running handoffs, though,
exactly.
so he can clearly run enough to evade pressure. But they still have Kennedy back there.
I'm telling you right now, I could go out there right now with these sneakers and these khakis on, and I could go play. I could lock up. I could go man up on these receivers. This quarterback is not beating me. I'm telling you right now. So he better not beat this Renegades defense.
Kennedy
balls
floats
up.
One up to the end zone. A jump ball.
Wow!
It's caught for a touchdown.
Let me tell you something. This guy does this every week with these lobs. That's another one by him. All they do is just lob it and say, hope for the best. He's been making plays every week, folks. Every week he's been making those plays.
Karan Klein.
Karan does this every week. Every week, Karan just takes these lob balls. He gets up there, he goes grab that thing at his highest point, and that's a touchdown.
The one-on-one, you can't
double
ask
coverage
to be in a better situation if you're the Renegades, and they just fall short on 4th and 15. Now
Chapman's not the one making the clearly. So Chapman's not the one making the plays. Probably, you know what I'm saying.
On the other side, it's Corey Hammond. It's going to come down to him.
And
this
let
is
me
the
tell you what's
biggest
going to
drive
happen.
of his career, right
Making
here.
bad decisions like that is going to cost you, because guess what? Corey Hammond is going to come back, and this is going to be. Oh, wait a second.
Bounces over the head of Stewart, but he's going to have a chance to return it.
Stewart got that speed. Whoa! They got one.
Cover. Makes one.
Hey!
Trying to get it to the near sideline.
Can he get through?
A pretty decent return to get it out near the 30.
He's probably getting the football. He's excited. He's probably like, listen, man, finally my number's called. I get the game. Yes.
Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 28. They trail it by 6. Hammond floating.
Got him.
Has a man.
Got him.
A foot race. Petio chased down near the 30-yard line. A huge play on 1st down. And this 6-point lead in danger right now for Spanktown.
There is no such thing. No lead is safe in this league when Corey Hammond is on the center. No lead is safe.
The Iceman giveth, the Iceman taketh away. Can he taketh away this 6-point lead with 9 minutes to go?
Right. We've been waiting for Corey Hammond to show up. Thank you for checking in, Corey Hammond. We've been waiting for you.
Does he have it in the tank right now to punch the ball in and not only score to tie it, but also maybe convert to give him the lead?
My man, listen, I know Corey Hammond very well. I know what he did. He went to his phone. Provided by who's this? We got a data plan from. We got a data plan from Quickly Wireless, and he called up his wife and said, "Hey, baby, what do you want me to do?" She said, "You better dot them up and stop playing," and that's what he's doing right now.
1st and 10. This time a handoff to the outside. A pretty nice gain. It looked like that was Kenneth Cooper on the run. And Cricket Wireless, you were just talking about him. If you want 4 lines of unlimited data for just $100 a month, Cricket Wireless is the place to go. According to LJ, Corey Hammond jumped on the deal. You might as well do the same thing. You don't want to miss a second of this A7FL football. Cricket Wireless will give you the data to follow it. Cricket Wireless, more free, more fun.
Listen, 4 lines for $100 a month. Corey Hammond got 8 kids. You do the math. 4 times 2, $200 a month. 8 lines. 8.
Corey Hammond, 6 of 12, 90 yards and a touchdown. Looking to add to that total right here.
Him, like I said, this is a legacy game for him. He could be a stud.
2nd 6, dropping back to throw, floats it up, a miscommunication, and it's out of the reach of Tyshawn Robinson, who thought he might have an interception right there. A big 3rd and 5 coming up.
Hammond.
Ball on the 28.
Hammond.
Stewart in motion, fakes the end around. Hammond looking to throw, has
Of course.
Megatron. That's a first down and more.
Of course, my man Megatron.
Taken down at the 15-yard line. A huge completion. Megatron a little bit slow to get up. But he's not a man, he's a machine.
I am Megatron.
Works his way back to the huddle, and he is fired up right now.
Of course, they want this win. Guys, this is win or go home. There is no tomorrow. You might as well take that jersey and go and hang it up somewhere until next season. That's it.
Yeah,
There's
you
no
know,
tomorrow.
These guys did not put in all the work, go to all those practices,
Right.
buy these fancy new uniforms, just to go home before the playoff time.
Travel to Baltimore, play those teams out in Baltimore.
$20,000 on the line.
Sacrifices you made with your family, calling out of work on Sundays because you got a game, calling out of work on Mondays because you're too sore to go to work, calling out of work on Tuesdays because you're still too sore.
1st and 10 from the 17. Hammond looking to make it all worth it. Francis, the ball's knocked loose, and Spanktown covers it.
Stupid, man. What the heck?
Oh, my goodness.
What the heck? At least they know what offense they're going to run right now. At least Renegades, I don't know why they got 4 people on the left. They should just put everyone to the right.
The Renegades on the brink of elimination.
So
Darius Pearson gets the handoff, and he chugs through for about 6 yards.
I can't be the only one in this stadium knowing what play they're running. So,
But we're under 5 minutes to play in a one-score game. This is still well within reach. The game is not over yet by any means.
no, but not only is it not over, but I don't have faith in the Spanktown's offense to seal the deal.
This one handed off to Pearson again, up the middle, and he's dragged back by Megatron. Maybe a gain of 1.
Megatron.
We'll see where they spot it officially, but Megatron coming up big in the big moment.
So, yeah, I wouldn't call it exactly. If they get a first down, I want to start doing that yet. But
Yeah, I would give him one more shot. Here's the handoff to Pearson, up the middle. Pushing for yards, he gets the first down.
I don't understand, like, what is that D-line doing for the Renegades? Are they really getting bullied down there?
I mean, they're loading up the box. They just aren't getting the pushback that they want.
Spanktown's bullying them at that offensive line.
And they have not been able to stop Darius Pearson for anything.
And they're running the same play.
And it's the same thing once again.
Look
right
at this.
up the
Look
middle,
at
and he bullies his way for another first down. 1st and 10. It's Reggie Blocker in the backfield next to Kennedy. He gets the handoff, and he picks up about 2 before he's taken down on a quick timeout for the Renegades just to stop the clock. Handoff.
If they broke, look. So
Simon's Pearson
so
taking it to the outside.
Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds.
Drag him out of bounds. He stays in.
Couldn't get out of bounds, though. So
and the Renegades need to blow their second time
if Renegades,
out.
See, if Renegades are
1:45
smart,
to go.
Again, if Renegades are smart, they would have pushed him out of bounds.
I can't tell if they were trying to, and Pearson just went totally dead weight to the ground. Kennedy takes
taking
himself to the right side. Baskerville takes him down short of the marker.
He's been waiting for that all day. Did I tell you he's been waiting for that all day?
It's going to be 4th and about 4.
Now Renegades don't have to drive the field from the 10. They have to drive the field from the 40. Why would you do that to Corey Hammond?
We'll see if they can end it. This is the ball game right here. Kennedy has Pearson to his right. The handoff up the middle. And
what a stop! What a stop! What a stop! What a
Baskerville
play!
And Stewart right there. They've been the guys making the plays all day long. And in the biggest moment, they get a huge stop. And now, with a minute and a half to go, Corey the Iceman Hammond is going to have to go 44 yards. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 44. A legacy drive right here for Corey Hammond. It's hard. You know, we have to remain impartial, but it's hard not to root for him in this situation. Looking to throw deep.
Intercept. Oh.
Just over the head of Stewart. A little bit of a miscommunication there. I think Stewart took it a little bit more shallow than Hammond would have liked. 2nd and 10. Quick screen. Out to Pettiot. Pettiot looking for room on the sideline. Breaking free, and he's dragged out of bounds near the 35. They're going to say he's out at the 37. They reverse field, and the Renegades have life with 1:22 to play.
Too much time for Corey Hammond.
Great blocking on the outside. I believe it was Albania setting the edge for Pettiot, and he turned on the Jets for the big gain. 37 yards to go for Hammond. He has all of his receivers out wide. Stewart, Megatron, Albania, Petio. Drops back to throw. Pressure coming. Puts one out to Megatron at the 30. Breaks one.
Megatron!
Still breaking tackles, and he's out of bounds at the 22-yard line.
Corey Hammond at the 10-yard line is cash on deck right there.
Stewart at the bottom of the screen. Pettiot and Albania at the top. Stewart in motion.
Post to the right. Post to the right.
Floats it up. Corner of the end zone.
What's the call?
Out of bounds. Oh, we had him. Hammond,
down.
8 of 17, 130 yards, a touchdown, and a fumble. But all that can go out the window with a touchdown right here.
Watch that right pass. Watch the right.
Hammond
Post with the right.
back. Throws the slant.
Wow!
Oh, touchdown, Renegades!
Unbelievable! Unbelievable!
He's done it!
Wow!
It's Petio reeling it in.
It's not how you start a game, it's how you finish.
Look at the replay on this one. A perfect ball from Hammond.
What a pass!
Petio with the sure hands.
What a catch!
Wraps the arm underneath, and now tied up with 1:05 to go,
Hammond,
and a one-point conversion from the
Hammond.
5. Hammond in the shotgun, takes the snap,
Megatron.
looking to throw.
Wide open!
It's complete to Stewart.
Wow.
And the Renegades take a 1-point lead with 1:05 to go.
Don't let me down, Spanktown.
Corey Hammond giveth. Corey Hammond
Take
taketh
it
away.
Don't let me down. Look at Corey Hammond. Look at Corey how pumped he is. Look, I told you he's been waiting. Look at Corey Hammond. You ain't never seen him come to the sideline. Look at his face.
Jack Bartek alongside L.J. Smith. 1 minute and 5 seconds to play as Spanktown looks to answer with a score of their own.
This would be a huge play for Spanktown right now if they could return this.
Stewart lets it go. One hop. Bounces away from Robinson. Now he's struggling to pick it up. Finally takes control of it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 28-yard line, so not much better field position on that return. He's alone in the shotgun once again. Looking to throw again. Baskerville in the backfield. Gets some hands on him, but he breaks free. Now trying to break free from Megatron. He floats it away out of bounds, incomplete. And he just can't get away from this Renegades defensive line. They struggled all game to stop the run, but in the biggest time of the ball game, they got the 4th down stop, and now they are making DJ Kennedy's life a nightmare. Kennedy has
Toss pass, right? Toss pass?
Oh, it's Chapman.
Oh, of
Chapman
course, toss
looking
pass.
to throw.
Toss pass. We knew this was happening.
He's got the arm. Now some pressure coming. Looking deep for Kennedy. Oh, almost intercepted.
Like I said, man, this is that
finally,
cookie.
I mean,
Renegades has caught on to that cookie cutter stuff. That's not working.
And it's too little, too late at this point. Maybe you get lucky here, but if Chapman is okay enough to do that, it is malpractice to put DJ Kennedy at quarterback right now. You're doing him a disservice. It's wrong to him because you're asking him to do something that he shouldn't be asked to do.
So now what's going to happen is that they just checked in 49 Klein that scores those two jump balls. He just put on
They're
his.
They're just going to heave it up.
He just put on his gloves. Usually when you see someone coming on the field and they put on their gloves, you know what that means, right? That's that rock. Right.
Double cover.
Yeah, so watch for him. He's going to be double coverage.
Well, if anybody can pull down a jump ball, we've seen that it is him. He's done it twice today, and he's done it before in previous weeks.
So watch for him.
It's going to be Kennedy again at quarterback. Chapman is lined up at the top of the screen.
On the bottom of the screen. Watch that matchup on your bottom screen. That's who's going to be going to right there. I guarantee you. All my money is on the bottom of your screen.
Kennedy back to throw.
Oh,
pressure coming.
Oh,
Chapman. Chapman has some room. Breaks
Chapman,
one.
wow.
Oh, what a great tackle by Ron Brown. Stopped him out near the 46. And they're going to say the clock stops.
Wait, what?
I don't know how that's possible unless they're saying it's a Renegades timeout. There's no possible way he got out of bounds there.
Oh, they say the clock runs, you mean?
No, they said the clock stopped.
How?
I don't know what they could I mean, it has to be a Spanktown timeout, but they never signaled that. It would make sense.
I mean, they got time, right?
And unfortunately, in all of this, it should be a running clock. It was a Spanktown timeout. Okay, so that,
what was,
just like I suspected.
So what was Renegades pumped for?
I don't know. But it was a Spanktown timeout, as it should be. We never got that signal on the field, so that's why we were confused. And that was their last timeout. So 35 seconds to go. And this is it. This is the ball game right here. Spanktown trying to keep their championship dreams alive. The Renegades defense trying to make an incredible drive from Corey Hammond's stick. 35 seconds to go, 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. It's Kennedy at quarterback, and he's got 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. He hikes it, back to throw. Quick pass, out.
What a pass.
And it's complete on the sideline, inside the 40, going to be dragged out of bounds at the 37.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. I'm a little.
Now the clock has stopped going out of bounds.
I'm not going to say I'm nervous.
They have the jump ball specialist
but I'm questioning
on the roster. We've seen 2 jump ball touchdowns today from Karan Klein, and we saw one of them earlier in the season. So they have their target if they can get it to a reachable distance for either Kennedy or realistically Chapman has the better arm. So you just have to get it to a distance he can throw from.
And remember, Spanktown won off of a game winner last week. So back to back, they can pull that off.
No Darius Pearson out there. As Kennedy takes a snap, 2nd down, stepping up in the pocket. Pressure's coming, trying to escape it, and he throws it out of bounds. Just trying to stop the clock. If he was dragged down in play there, that might have been the end.
Maybe he can. He's outside the tackle box, so maybe he can throw it.
And now he's down for a second over there. And we'll see how this sorts out. He looks to be in a bit of pain. And it's going to be the Vikings from Baltimore versus the U and the Bulldogs against BIC. So the 2 powerhouse teams that we saw today are going to take on some Baltimore counterparts in the start of, even more winner-go-home action in the playoffs. So all of this season we've seen great play out of BIC, great play out of Patterson U, and it could all disappear just like that.
Let me tell you something. You thought this week's games was good. Those games next week are going to be clutch.
And now they're helping Kennedy off the field. And listen, I'll say this. We may have been critical of the decision to keep him out there in situations where he had to throw. He has shown so much heart today for this team in a role that, he probably wasn't the best suited for. He has done one heck of a job keeping them in a game they had to win. They had to have, and more. You can't give enough kudos to him for the job he's done today.
Now, let me tell you something. If you're a Renegade fan, that injury, I know everyone says, the quarterback got injured. That's good. Negative, because now Marcel Chapman's at quarterback.
Finally, this is what we've been calling for all day.
And he is. If you guys don't know about my man El Chapo, he actually can throw that. He could tote that rock. So.
3rd and 2. Ball on the 37. The quick out. It's caught. Wow, what a catch.
Oh, they got no timeouts left.
The clock continues to run.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock.
I believe that was Nigel Hatcher on the reception, and they spike it down.
Oh, look at your boy Klein. Just checking in.
9 seconds to go, and now it's jump ball territory. You might get 2 chances. A great catch there from Hatcher. And a heady job by Spanktown to get to the line and spike it before time expired.
Listen, this is the thing. You got Megatron rushing the quarterback. Do you put him on Klein? Because he is about to get that rock.
You could really put anybody in to rush the quarterback. I'm putting my size deep.
I just don't like. Look at Marcel Chapman making his adjustments at the line of scrimmage.
Chapman has 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen, 1 up top. Now under pressure, stepping up, looking to do it with his legs.
Whoa!
Near sideline,
Chapman
to the end zone. Did he get in?
He said no.
They say he's out of bounds right at the
goal.
Is there time on the clock?
What was it, ref? Wow, ref said no.
The Renegades get the stop.
Hold on a second. They're going to review. Hold on a second.
If this stands, that will do it. That's ball game. And the Renegades punch their ticket on the back of Corey Hammond. And
let's take a look.
A stunning defensive stop.
Oh, man, this is going to be huge right here.
This is like deja vu from last week, except the huge hit at the end, I believe it was Baskerville, kept him out of the end zone.
No, he's not in.
As close as it gets, but the hit from Baskerville had him turn the football.
Wow.
And I don't think he broke the plane.
No, he did not.
Great camera work down there from our crew, and from the angles we've seen.
He actually could have. If he would have just dropped his shoulder, and went to the right, I guess he assumed that he was getting in. Look, once you run it like that, you assume 101, you assume to get in. He didn't get in.
What a play by Baskerville. And there is no time remaining, and the Renegades stay alive by inches.
This is unbelievable.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
What a finish to just a spectacular day of football here at Asbury Park Stadium. There is nothing more you can ask for, and Corey Hammond does it. We said his legacy was on the line, a chance to really, carve himself into that A7FL lore, and he did just that.
Wow. We thought we were going to watch a good game. This is wow.
My goodness. After a defensive war, the Renegades hold on 13-12 by less than the skin of their teeth.
Let me tell you something. You see how easy it was for El Chapo just to shake and bake? They got lucky El Chapo wasn't playing.
And let's check out some of these highlights. Corey Hammond, he wasn't too hot to start, had that pass batted down, but he really picked it up late, even though this Spanktown running game was impossible to stop.
Yeah, Spanktown had it all day. Pearson was just except on that one right there. But Spanktown had it all day to run that football against the Renegades defensive line.
And what was it about the Spanktown attack that was so potent, in your opinion?
I mean, they were consistent. Offensively, it wasn't the greatest. It wasn't the greatest appearance, but defensively, they was able to do something a lot of teams has not, and that was able to contain Corey Hammond. They locked down Corey Hammond until the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. So they was able to do something that a lot of teams was not able to do, and they got lucky because I'll be honest with you, Spanktown's offense didn't even have their best player at quarterback today, and clearly you saw by them putting Marcel Chapman at quarterback, right? Marcel Chapman clearly just went down there and almost single-handedly won this game off of one play,
Oh, my gosh.
Off of one play. And the difference is that when he saw the one-on-one, when Marcel Chapman saw the one-on-one at that goal line, instead of him just trying to run him over, I guess he thought maybe it was a guaranteed touchdown because he was so close, and it wasn't. So.
And I got to ask you this. Darius Pearson had a huge day, especially in the first half and in that third quarter.
Yeah.
In the fourth quarter, I thought they kind of went away from him. Why do you think that is?
They went away from him because what started happening was the offense, they wasn't getting no yardage, right? So they were successful with him, right? They were successful, and they got the first down. He ran 2 plays, got the first down. Then he subbed himself out because he wanted a breather, and they put another back in there. Lost the yardage there, and then that's when they lost the ball, and then they gave the ball back to Renegades. So shout out! Listen, like I said, this is the second time Corey Hammond has been down. We thought he was down and out, and he picked up that Cricket Wireless cell phone, called his wife up, and his wife said one thing: "Hey babe, I choose violence." And that's it. And after that, and then he came back on the field. His face was bloody, like red, bloodshot his face, and he was dotting him up. And then you saw it. You'll see it in the highlights where he scored that touchdown, and I'm sure A7 will post that on the on social media. After he scored, you saw how pumped he was yelling at that Spanktown sideline.
And I'll ask you this because you probably know Corey better than many, almost all of our listeners, all of our viewers, myself, anybody else in this booth. How much did this game mean to him?
This game was huge for Corey Hammond. Not only was it huge for his career, his legacy, but this game was personal. This Spanktown team, quote unquote, disrespected him. They said that he wasn't as good as A7 claims, and not for nothing, right? They Spanktown, their DBs did what they did. They controlled the tempo of this game. But at the end of the day, it's not how you start a game; it's how you finish. And Corey Hammond came in here and he did his thing. As my man used to tell me in the back in the day, Corey Hammond tote that rock, and that's what he did. And he dotted him up at the end of the game, came down, scored a touchdown. And they almost lost it. Like I said, big-time players make big-time plays. And he almost lost it. So, like I said, huge game. Huge game.
And, they end up turning it around at the end. They score the touchdown to win the game.
Yep.
What was the flip that switched for the Renegades that led them to victory?
So, like I told you before, that big stop right there on that so, they kept running that same play,
I
right?
knew you were going to say it. Let me ask you. If you could go back again, I know it's easy to play armchair quarterback.
I'll tell you like
this. Throw it off.
If they didn't get no yardage on that quarterback keeper, they would have thrown off the ball. It wouldn't have been 4-down territory. Corey Hammond would have been less likely to drive 90 yards than driving 40 yards or 50
But if
yards.
you get a chance to do it again and say you don't have the foresight of what happened,
right?
Do you go for it again? Or do you think about throwing it off? Because to me, it was a sure throw-off situation.
Well, no, because at the end of the day, they've been running that football and moving that line of scrimmage. So, to be honest with you, honestly, it's easy to judge it. It's easy to make a decision after the fact. I think they probably run the same play. They still run that football.
It seemed like the first stop they had gotten on Pearson all day long is you take a look at this last play once again, and it just does not get closer than this. Trey Baskerville, he has got to be the player of the game. He made so many huge tackles, and he was right in on that one.
That's huge. Like I said, this
Wow.
by far. I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to get all the games from this year, right? And I'm gather all the games, and I'll say, all right, what your game was the best game? This game was good. This has to be one of the top games we've seen.
Yeah,
right.
No doubt. A great day of football. Patterson U and BIC duked it out. Patterson U took the victory in that one. And then Corey Hammond and the East Orange Renegades keep their hopes alive with a 13-12 victory, a thriller. And that is just the start of it. Next week, we will have the playoffs for you here on Fight. But for now, we want to thank you very much for joining us and watching the A7FL on Fight. I'm Jack Bartek alongside LJ Smith. Have a great rest of your weekend.
This has been a broadcast of the American Sevens Football League. Like, follow, and share on our Facebook page at A7FL TV.